Celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Star boy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Oh, do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my posse.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Detroit Lions. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At their own 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Jags, very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brand, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line. They'll run again here with Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal at the Lions' 1-yard line. Robinson will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At their own 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Second down throw coming by Willis. He'll find the Wangu underneath. It'll go as a gain of 4. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. You look at this Jaguar defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
4th down, Willis. He's going to air one out. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Jaguars are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Richardson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 53 yards. They'll run with Robinson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. 14, Lions, nothing. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like it. In that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to, or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. With the score, Jaguars 14, Lions. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw it. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. The Lions at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit.
Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Derek Stingley picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 4. Richardson looking to throw this. And a dump off here to Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Richardson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his groove. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off play action. Richardson flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. A 36-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10, Willis. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards.
Ready?
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. His second rushing touchdown on the year and third overall. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Willis looking to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Myers' kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Ready?
Now Willis to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Shotgun snap to Willis. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Here we go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw, Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Levante David. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Keely Ringo picks it off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They go play action with Willis. That'll be complete to the running back, Mulandu. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Nwangu, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And now off to the races down the right side. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 70 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. offense, but we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Richardson shotgun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Jacksonville.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Richardson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Ready.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that with no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now Richardson back to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Lions are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
At the 5-yard line.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
18 Cardinal.
The second down throw by Willis. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 7. He completes this one to Mingo. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Set.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. They'll go right back to the Nwangu. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Okay,
A big
ready?
play here. 3rd and 2.
Ready?
Throwing, Willis. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
60 Bobcat. Ready?
Willis got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Willis. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Willis to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Here's Willis. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Breaks through the contact. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
19 Chargers.
And the Jaguar first down.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Got it. Ready? Ready?
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Jags, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Press or full blitz, we going all out. It don't matter anytime of day, I came to ball out. We TCG, never duck a smoker, any call out. Better be ready to go to war until we fall out. 0 to 60 like Ludacris, we came to roll out. You know I gotta get my check, so please don't make me hold out. Bust down Cuban a summer day, I make it cold out. They was hot then, now they cold now. Left wrist dripping, I got it froze now. Went from rags to riches, take the clothes now. My name heavy all across the globe now. We ain't playing HBCU, I strike up the band. Stomping on them like a cute dog or alpha man. In Miami, hard rock jumping like a rock band. You know me, I love my green and cheese like a Packers fan. I'm a player, gotta keep it player, how the game go. With the steppers, I ain't gotta tell them, they just train to go. Calling plays and I'm calling shots like the head coach. First class, so we take the private, we don't do coach. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now. They was hot then, now they cold now.
Dirty, yeah, you know we global with it. Black fit, limo tint, you don't know who in it. Whole team having motion, world know winning. I'm known for handling business, the other dudes known for dissing. Big motion, boy, big vibing, boy. Tell her pipe that loud talk down, cause they ain't making noise. Yeah, homie, we them boys, who they be preaching about. If you see LT around, Reballers bound to make a crowd. Let it try.
Many more, I knock them down 3 in a row. From the street straight to the field, from the field right to the show. All my dogs are trained to go. Make sure my people don't work no more. Been let down so many times and stabbed on my back, I swear it don't hurt no more. Got dirt all on my hands, but I still watching it count this money. I had to stop rocking so many chains, I was trying to work out and it hurt my stomach. I get them wrapped, that boy mommy. Black on black, this Maybach done. When times was dark, we stood on the block around the clock. Now my life, son, I had to make it out. Rest in peace to Dolph, I took that paper out. Wanted some more laying out on the dough and bought my neighbor's house. I done so many favors for some people, feel like I'm favored out. No eating in, we taking out. Same people who was cheering, they hating now, but so what? Dan Marino seats inside this Rolls truck, they dolphin blue. Big homie, y'all little boys better remember who y'all talking to. It's gonna cost you like a 50 for me and the gang, and we just walk.